Big Boys Neighborhood, your girl Ida here with Arin Ray. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Just glad to be here, enjoying my album out. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my God, I'm so happy to finally be able to sit down with you. And I had never heard of you. And one night I went to Daniel Caesar's show because my girl Snow Allegra was opening up. And that night was packed of fire in that house. There was Snow, obviously, Daniel. There was Jesse Reyes, Sid from the internet. And there was Arin Ray there. And honestly, when you hit the stage, I'm like, who is this? And you hit We Ain't Homies.
Yeah, that was fun. Daniel, he hit me like 2 days before that, man. I didn't even know him, and he like, he was just showing love. He was just like a fan. Like, bro, just asked me to come on the show. And I was like,
Really?
what? Like, I called Rod, like, man, this is crazy. Like, I literally just, I don't know this person. This dude is big. He's big. Like, can I cuss? I don't want to cuss. He's big as fuck, man. And, it was just a blessing to be able to grace the stage with all those people because, like, I knew Jessie from before. She was on Phases. Shout out to Jessie, man. She's doing incredible. Snow, I just met again, man. Her music, obviously, incredible. So just, and then Daniel, man. Everybody, it's just a blessing to be able to be a part of this, I guess, new group and new wave of talent coming out, man.
Exactly. Like, that night, I was just like, it was literally person after person that hit that stage. And when you went on, honestly, I was just so excited because I'm like, who is he? I have to introduce myself. I need to know more about him. And you performed We Ain't Homies, the original that didn't have YG on there. But on Platinum Fire, we have YG on the track.
Yeah, man.
How did that come about?
Well, my manager, Rod, they grew up, so they like brothers, But he, with time, I built my own relationship with YG and kind of, just had a mutual respect for the vibe, and he really liked the record, and he hopped on it, and he low-key was on it before the first one even came out. So it was cool just to have that in the tank, ready to shoot. So, man, shout out to YG, man.
No, I love the sound of it. I love the original. I love the remix of it. It just all sounds great. Now, there is a one line in that song that says, I done came a long way since the X Factor. And at first, I got so excited because I was like, is he talking about Lauryn Hill X Factor? And, I love Lauryn Hill, and I love some miseducation of Lauryn Hill. So I was geeking on that, and I was like, no, wait a minute, it don't make sense. So why don't you break down to everybody what that line exactly means?
Basically, yeah, I was on the X Factor. I did season 1 and season 2 when I was like 15 and kind of 17. But yeah, I did that the first season. I did the whole little audition shit and made it to top 10, but they put me in a group. So that was cool. Then the next season, make the long story short, they called me back to do it, and I made top 10. But after that, nobody really was like hitting me or calling me for deals. Nobody was really. It happens to really most people to get on them shows, and it's only a select few people who come really do their own thing right after it. So, nobody was hitting me, and I just felt like I had a lot of work to do. So it's just basically that line saying I done came a long way. It's basically I just done some hard fucking work since I've been there. 5 years. It's been a lot of work that I came out in LA and did I made a name for myself within that time. So I feel like, yeah, I came a long way.
What are some of those things that you did along that time?
First, like right off back, I came out when I was 17. So I graduated, and like a week later, I moved out to LA and just started trying to find studios to get into, trying to find, people to work with, people that could hear me. And I really just took a back seat to my artist stuff. So just was, within like a few months, I kind of got in the studio with the Underdogs. I met them from over at X Factor with L.A. Reid. They were the producers for L.A. Reid during the show, whatever. So I was just, at this studio, just kind of grooming, not really having good music. Like I was a cool writer, I had melody, but I really didn't know what it took to like really write a song. You know what I mean? And I didn't have really too many experiences either. So yeah, I was just, writing songs and, months, weeks go by. I just started, getting better, I feel like, and then, I started getting placements, man. I started working with Berg, and that's when really everything started going up. I started getting the Nicki stuff and the Chris Brown stuff. So I really was just working a lot, within that time span.
With Nicki and Chris Brown, did you get to actually work in the studio with them and actually meet them?
The first time with Chris, nah. Nicki, it was weird because it was like we were working on it was called the Pink Print album. Me and Berg were working on it, and I just, I saw her. I didn't necessarily get to work like one-on-one with her, but she was in there, giving pointers. She would come in and out, just said what she thought about the record and what we were doing, and you know, finally got that one favorite that they allowed me to be on. I got some vocals on there. You can kind of hear me if you listen. But yeah, it's called Favorite. It's number 9 with Jeremiah on it.
I'm gonna have to really listen to that.
Listen
Pay
to it.
attention, hear your voice.
If you listen to the backgrounds in the beginning, it's me. Yeah.
And now, fast forward to today, you have Platinum Fire out, which I think is a solid project. I really, truly enjoy it. How does it feel now from coming from the back to actually being in the spotlight?
It's different. I'm moving around a lot, you know, I'm meeting a lot more people, you know, people are, you know, kind of, you know, embracing me, but I'm enjoying this, man, because, you know, I really liked, and I would like to say that I liked being in behind the scenes at first, you know, but now I'm kind of starting, like, the more I perform, like, I'm starting to love it more, because that's what I really like to do, is just kind of perform and be in front of people. Like, the talking thing, I'm getting used to, and, like, you know, being, you know, I don't know, just having a good conversation. Like, I'm getting better at that. But as far as performing and, you know, put my music out there, that's what I'm really excited about. Because it's like I wasn't able to do that. I wasn't able to express myself the way I wanted to. I feel with going through other people's music and other people's lane. Like, now I get to express myself how I want to, say what I want to, sing what I want to, and play what I want to.
That's true. And how was the reception from the audience when you went on tour with her?
Man, that tour was incredible. Shout out to her for getting me on that, the whole squad, because it was basically a free trial run of a full venue. People see what you can do, because they didn't really know too much about my music. Like, we didn't know each other prior, so it was just like they were just going off the love, like what they heard, you know, through like what I put out or whatever. But man, it was incredible. You know, sold out every night. So I'm going out there just killing for real. You know what I mean?
Did you discover something new about yourself as an artist when you went on this stage? Because, you know, like you said, you're getting used to it. What did you find out about yourself when you hit that stage?
That I had more work to do. One, I was like, dang, if I really want to do what I want to do, you know, with my live show, I got to practice more, I feel like. But, you know, I just had to experience that within the tour, and it taught me so much as far as, you know, connecting with the fans, being in their faces, what songs to play, what songs they might like, what type of fans might like, you know what I mean? Like, it was a lot of women in there too, so I had to you know, sing. I couldn't be up there just jumping, because they ain't gonna do all that crazy stuff all the time. They might, you know, it depends on the personality of the person, but you know what I mean? Like, I really had to go out there and sing, and I changed up my set from the first show. Like, first show was not the same as definitely the last show. It was definitely night and day.
I love that. I'm going to be excited to see like what it looks like when you're finally out on your own tour. Another track that I really, really like on the album is Communication, which features drum. Like, just the sound of that it's like a kind of like a bittersweet type of song, I'm gonna say, because the beat and the sound is like a happy, but what you're saying, which I think every girl probably was like, yes, thank you, finally a guy that admits you was wrong, you shouldn't have cheated, and it's kind of like you're kind of too late. Is there that love? Is this a real song to somebody?
I guess so. I guess you could say that.
Don't front. Don't say I guess. Say you
I
say
mean,
that.
I would just say, like, you know, everybody makes mistakes in what they do. You know what I mean? So to say that it's particular or specific, no, because everything that I write isn't like all the way, you know, 100. But let me not say that, not 100. But let me say everything I write isn't something I've went through yet. You know what I mean? It's something I've seen somebody experience, or I've seen somebody go through that somebody might want to hear on a song. You know what I mean? That's what I kind of, you know, I try to take from if I haven't experienced it yet. But a lot of the songs from Platinum Fire actually are real life experiences, just not in that particular song.
Did you and Drum link up in the actual studio again for this one, or no?
Shout out to Rod again, man, my manager, man.
He's just the plug to everything. He
man.
knows everyone.
Nah, it's been crazy, man. No, Drum, you know, a lot of these artists just mess with the music, man. They really, like, we're just down to be a part of the movement. And I'm like, damn, like, that's incredible. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't meet these people. I don't know these people. Like, even with my first project, like Boogie and all them, I didn't know them, man. Like, they just supported the music, so I'm gonna always do that with them, and, you know, shout out to them.
That's really neat to see that support in person, actually, because I was at your listening party for Platinum Fire, and Buddy was next to us, Buddy from Compton, and with Communication, like, just hearing, like, seeing Buddy, like, vibe with it, I was just like, yo, this is really, really dope. Are you and Buddy actually, like, homies?
Nah, we getting cool, man. I just met him, like, recently, a few months ago, but, you know, we're working on a few of the same projects, and we got a few of the same shows coming up, so, you know, he just been really supporting. Like I said, man, respect, real respect, real. You know what I mean? Buddy is an incredible artist.
Yes, he
going to
is.
South by, I didn't even know I knew as many songs as I did by bro. Like, bro got some records, man.
He has some heat.
No, that's the
he's
homie,
so,
man.
Like people are just sleeping on him, but they're gonna find out.
They sleep, but I don't think they sleep, man. I think it's just, it take time. Just like I said with myself, like I'm not the biggest star or nothing like that. I'm just trying to continue to put out dope music, and I feel like that's what everybody, what Buddy's trying to do. Everybody, So shout out to him, man.
Yeah, that's really dope. Let's move along to Fuck Y'all, featuring Sir, which I want you to tell the story behind this sample, which is a Busta Rhymes sample.
Man. So, this beat was made by Lord Quest. Shout out to him, man. Incredible producer. We had the beat. He had the beat, man. I met Lord Quest at the studio one time. He was just playing his beats. He was going through them. I liked a few. But there's just one in particular, the Fuck Y'all beat, that when it came on with I'm like, I'm like, yo, I ain't never heard nobody use the sample before. So yeah, man, Busta Rhymes, it's crazy, man. Shout out to Busta Rhymes for even clearing it, cause that whole thing. But he's a legend, man.
You shared this story though about Busta at your listening party, and I want you to reshare that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, so look, when I was like young as hell, but I went to it. My mom is like a big Busta Rhymes fan. Like, she knew all his songs, knew all his music, and that's how I became a Busta Rhymes fan. Cause she would take us to these concerts, like NSYNC, Busta Rhymes, all these people.
Everything.
So we went to a Busta concert downtown in Cincinnati, and I remember I was with the homies. Like, I'm little, so it's me and the other little homie, my other like my stepmom's daughter or whatever, and we're coming down this thing, the rail, I think, and Busta's right there, and I'm like dancing in front of this dude. Like, I just started doing Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson's my favorite. I started busting out doing moonwalk dances, spinning. And he's just like, yo, this kid's gonna be a star. Like, just my mom telling me, he's gonna be a star. So it's just crazy to see, like, years later, I get to even use a piece of whatever he's doing, man. Just because it's just crazy. Like, I looked up to Busta, and then seeing him in shows, and just like, I'm like, it's just crazy. It's super overwhelming. I'm just blessed to even be able to, have legends like that on my project, and for them to fuck with the music is also a blessing too, because it means like I feel like I'm doing something to help out the culture.
Yeah, big time. At least it's crazy to see how things kind of come back in full circle sometimes. So you never really imagine, like,
I would have never thought in years I'd be able to work with Busta Rhymes. Like,
what were
crazy.
some other influences that your mom, I guess, led you in early on in your music?
Well, shoot, like I said, Badu. Definitely Erykah Badu, India Arie, Busta. He was a really big one. She plays his music all the time. Jill Scott, really like neo soul, like real R&B, like soul, like music, like, and a lot of women, like, she listened to a lot of, so they melodies and the way they would go up and like change them like voices around, that shit would be crazy. So yeah, India Arie, but she listened to a lot of Michael, Marvin Gaye, like a lot of old school. She like really 90s, like just really like, I don't know, like full sound of music, not like the typical 808 shit that people listen to these days.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it, it's cool, but nah, man, I don't think she listened to anything typical. Something was always special. It was always like a special album that people was like, oh my God, have you ever listened to this? Like, this is one of the class. Like, she always was into that type of shit.
Do you have that one person that you wish you could always like collaborate or work with, whether from the past or now? Who's that number one? If they just told you, yo, like, this is it, you got this chance with this one person, who would that person be?
Damn. It would be with Michael. I say this all the time. Michael's calm, man. Rest in peace, man. Damn, I wish I worked with him. But Kanye, man. If anything comes to my head, it always comes to Ye. Just because when I was a kid, man, I just felt like I understood his music. I felt like it spoke to me somehow, even though he's a grown-ass man talking about, and I'm a little kid, but it was like
I get that, I feel that.
I could comprehend what he was saying, you know what I mean? And his beats was just so crazy, and like, he just went there with it, so, man, yay, man, pull up.
Hey, you heard that? I hope that really happens. I'm pretty sure it will. You know what's so interesting right now when I see like this new wave of R&B coming through, and also this new wave of rappers, the trap sound, whatever it is, what they call the mumble rappers, where there's an issue with them being accepted, not because they're different, but because they're so damn disrespectful to the legends. And what's so nice is that the wave of R&B, it's like you never hear nobody from R&B disrespecting the greats. What do you think about all that?
Yeah, I don't appreciate it, man. They need to stop that shit. For real, man.
It's
You can't be out here disrespecting nobody, especially somebody who paid away for you and gave you the outlet to be able to do what you're doing right now. Because a lot of mumble rappers, if it wasn't for like a Gucci or anybody like that, like, them niggas not be here. They respect them, but even with rap, it's like, a rap is a rap, G. You wouldn't be nowhere without Curtis Blow. You know what I mean? Any of them niggas like that. A rap is a rap. What it came from. It's what it came from. So if you ain't got nothing good to say, just don't say the shit. You know what I mean? You could be bored with it. You could not like something. You could, you know what I mean? But it's just about being respectful. Like, I would never disrespect even, shoot, it's like some crazy mugs like that you would never think people like, but it's like, nah, man, everybody like their own thing. Just if you don't like it, don't disrespect them or say it ain't shit. You know what I mean? It was something to somebody else, just like you're something to somebody else. You know what I mean? But nah, don't be, stop that shit. Don't
That's why, honestly, I have a lot of respect for Migos because I feel like they got a lot of heat and hate early on, and they've honestly created their own lane. Like, as far as like trap sounds and from the South, I feel like 3 6 Mafia got it going cool, but they've stayed in their lane. They created a lane, and I feel that they're gonna keep it going. And also because they're not out here disrespecting anybody while they're creating their own wave.
And they going back. They're going back to work. You see, they did the record with Pharrell. You know what I'm saying? They always they find a way to be cool within every realm. You know what I mean? And I think the Migos, they put in a lot of work at the beginning. A lot of these artists ain't putting in the same amount of, like, Migos has so many tapes before they was like huge. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and then each tape had like 1 million songs on it. So it's just like, Migos, man, I feel like they did what they had to do. They did it the right way, man. And all respect to them. I love fucking Migos. They're in like the Migos on like every other song, man. There's not a country record, a pop record that don't have a cadence from Migos or something like that, man. I'm telling you, go listen, bro. They're everywhere.
Do you feel like this new generation of artists are like, they want that instant gratification, that overnight success that, you know, they feel almost entitled to?
Yeah, I think they're entitled, but I feel like they're a little scared too.
Yeah.
That whatever they have is gonna go away really soon. You know what I mean? Because they understand what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know that that's just not necessarily the hottest. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I think I don't know. The young generation is cool. I'm young too. These are my peers, man. So it's just like, it's people that like that type of shit and it's people that don't.
Definitely. But being that you are, I guess, from that generation and that you have put in the work, what advice would you give to like artists that are trying to come up?
Just work hard, man. Respect your elders. Respect the people that came before you and just work hard. That's all I did. Just be in the studio, not really trying to be distracted by what's going on. Like, I ain't got 1 million chains on, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got 1 million things. I'm just literally trying to give you the best product you can possibly get, you know what I mean? As far as what I'm giving you. I'm not giving you no commercial for no damn watch. I'm giving you my music, you know what I mean? So it's different with me, you know. Just work hard, respect your people, respect the people around you. Always, you know, just do what you gotta do to win. You know what I mean?
I like that, and I think that because you give that, that's also given back to you. And let's talk about the last record, Platinum Fire with Terrence Martin, which, for people who don't know who that man is, that is a legend. He is putting up work. He has records on him. How did this happen? Because he was also at the listening party. I'm just like, yo, like, everybody knew about Arin. Was I like asleep this whole time?
My listening party, that shit was fire, man. Shout out to everybody that came too, man. But nah, Terrence Martin, man. Again, Rod. LA,
I can't
man.
with you.
Yeah, man.
I hang out with Rod.
what can I do? Yeah,
that's
man.
When you plug.
Yeah, super plug. But yeah, man, Rod, man. But with me, just establishing these relationships, just working with him. He liked the music. And then he did like 3 records on my album.
Did he give you any type of advice as far as your music goes or life, whatever it may be?
He always does. That's like a really cool person. I guess somebody I can really call like a friend now, and like the big homie who's really like a mentor and really like, you know, trying to guide me and help me through this because, you know, he's been there and he's been there with everything and he's been at the highs and the lows, you know what I mean? So it's like he done seen it all. So yeah, he always give me advice, you know, stay humble, you know. Like I said, respect respect the people who came before you, and just, you know, just keep working hard. Don't let up. Don't ever feel like you're too comfortable to be, you know, to do anything, because that's when you're gonna lose. When you too, like, I don't know, like he told me just keep your head, you know, keep your head up, keep your head straight, and just keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, and that's it. Just stay humble. Don't disrespect nobody. Like, you know, just keep doing the music.
I like that.
Yeah, and then with my life, like, you know, we have other conversations, but I can't talk about everything. But, you know, he be helping me, my son, just, you know, family, you know, shit, just, it's real life. So that's a real big homie.
Another person I wanted to talk about that's on the album, the homie Ali, mixed by Ali. What did he do on this album? How did that come about?
Made it sound like fucking money. That's what he did, man. Ali, he came in, you know, came in fourth quarter and just Kobe Bryant the whole thing, you know what I mean? He was so clutch, man. He really made that. I feel like he brought the sound, you know, that I was looking for with my album sonically. Like, he brought exactly what I needed, him and C. Ruse, man. So shout out to Ali. He literally mixed the album from 1 to 14. So, like, yeah, man, he killed that shit.
How did you guys link up, though?
Rod, goddamn, Rod. He does everything. Yeah, man. Nah, good
Everything goes back to him.
Yeah, everything go back to Rod, man. Rod knew Ali, man, and just the whole TDE, you know, family, Manny and them, everybody, you know, they really cool to me. They really brought me in with being around them while they were doing their albums, the whole, you know, Schoolboy Q, all them. Like, I did my album with them around. You know what I mean? Like, with No Name. Well, no, it's called No Excuses. It's not even a studio no more. It's done. Like, my first album, I can't even record there no more. But nah, I just was around Schoolboy and Kendrick and Ali and everybody and SZA the whole time I was doing my album. So, man, they just brought me in with, you know, open arms. And, yeah, Ali was just like, man, I got to mix this album.
I love that.
So, he fucking did it. He killed it. Thanks, bro. You the man.
Engineers. I love that.
Engineer the fucking...
Now, you did say that you didn't exactly want to be labeled as an R&B artist in the beginning. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, because with me writing, like, I always just thought R&B is just a certain thing, like, you know, a certain way. With how it was going, I feel like with Chris and Jeremiah on them, I just felt like, you know, I didn't want to be labeled, or I didn't want to be compared to them in a sense. Because it was just like, I felt like I was making different music or different type of sounding music than them. So I was like, man, this ain't necessarily R&B if this is what they, you know, clever or, you know, they think it's R&B. But I just started embracing it for real. You know, I am R&B, man. I am R&B soul. I'm hip hop. I'm all that. I'm everything. I'm every genre. So I can't knock none of that. R&B is, you know, I feel like what needs to come back and what, you know, what needs to stay. Because I feel like we missing, you know, that real... that soulful love music, man.
Say it loud so the people in the back can hear you.
For real. Bring that shit back.
All the way back.
For real.
How old is your son now?
My son is 1.
Your son is 1. How did that change your life, becoming a father?
Man, let me tell you that it's like an automatic, like, built-in hustle I got. Like, even before that, like, I was hustling. But now, like, I don't even think about that shit. I just do it. You know what I mean? Like, I really, like, my son changed my life. He changed my hustle, my mindset about just even shit. My music got better. Like, for real. Like, as soon as I found out that his mother was pregnant with him, like, my music just turned up. I think I made We Ain't Homies, like, I swear to God, a couple months later. Like, it was for real, like, magic. Like, I needed him. I needed him. So shout out to Pharaoh. You know what I mean? My boy. Pharaoh. Yeah, Pharaoh Alexander Ray. That's my boy. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's a strong name right there.
Yeah.
I like that. What has been the best part, though, of being a father? You said, you know, like, you needed him. What has been that best part of this baby being in your life?
Just seeing his smile. Like, I know what love is now. Like, for real. Like, I love my son. Like, I fucking love my son. Like, I wouldn't, like, I can't even explain that shit. Like, I love my son. That's true love. I don't think you really I don't know for anybody else, but I ain't experienced that for real love until I seen my son, man. Like, that smile on his face, for him to always be happy is what, like, I'm really, really, like, focused on. For him to just be good. Like, just be good, but understand hard work, too. So he gonna always work hard. But, man, just seeing his smile on his face and to know that he love me and he calling me dad, like, that shit's hard.
That's so
Period.
Nice.
Like,
I love that.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations on that. That's a blessing.
Because, I mean, not a lot of people grow up with their daddy in their life like that, you know what I mean? I was, you know, like, unfortunately, I didn't have my dad in my life like that, you know what I mean? Like, we better now, but we getting it together, you know, and, I just wanted to be there every second of the way and just always be supportive and always, you know, be on it, you know what I mean? Like, so he could see my face and know that I really, really do care.
No, that's very important, and I think he will know that. And it's amazing that I believe at your age that you are stepping up, that you're saying, I want to be there, I love my son, I'm going to be there. He shouldn't grow up without a father, and more people should do that because you still see it nowadays where men run away, you know, and that's not cool.
Yeah, man, it ain't cool at all, man. Take care of your kids, for real.
Tell him that.
Nah, real shit. Take care of your kids. But nah, yeah, my son, he changed my life.
I love that. What is something that you want the fans to know about you that they probably already don't know?
Shoot. Well, I mean, you just met me, so I'm serious about my music. I want them to know that. You know, I'm serious about this. I'm really serious about pushing the culture forward, pushing these other artists to make better music, to go like hard. Cause there's people that make better music than me. I feel like I'm not the best yet, but I want to push them. I want to push these superstars, that are just, in limbo. I want them to know that I'm here and I'm here to stay. I'm trying to win these Grammys. I'm trying to really change the world with my music.
I love that.
For real. So
what's next for Arin Ray?
Hopefully tour,
Okay.
shows. I got Soul Bloom in April. Just come to my shows, man. I'm doing a lot. Shows, live show. Stay there, be there. Cause I also do songs that people will never hear.
Okay.
Outside of my show, so pull up, because I like to do something special for people who really try to support.
I love that. I'm definitely gonna keep going to your shows. It was nice to see you the first time, so I'm definitely excited to see what that's gonna sound like and really feel like with the full project out already.
I'm excited. I'm excited I get to perform these songs, man. It's been a long time coming for real. So yeah, come to my shows.
You deserve it.
Yeah,
you deserve it. Okay, now I have one question over here. Let me see. Look at. Okay, so Neo put this out on his Instagram, okay? It says, "We gotta make being faithful to women cool again, like 90s R&B songs. That kind of love needs to come back because this grown boy stuff is corny." Do you agree or disagree with Neo? It's a lot in one thing, but you are R&B, so I had to throw you in there.
Yeah, nah. Shout out to Neil. Yeah, man. I agree on the being faithful. You always should be faithful, and I feel like you should put that in the songs. I feel like slapping the bitch is not necessarily the fucking lyric to put in a song, but whatever they say, But I think substance is key. You gotta have some real shit to talk about, cause ain't everybody out here doing this with the change and doing this. I gotta ice you. Ooh, this, ooh. Everybody ain't doing that shit. It's people out here actually trying to be in real relationships and be in love and find out who they are. So yeah, I agree with Neil. Actually, I do agree with that. Be a fucking grown ass man.
That.
Yeah, I agree with Neil. So yeah, be faithful and put it in your music. I'm just learning. People like love. People like to be happy.
It's okay to love.
I sing sad shit. I make sad boy records, but I ain't about to just be pissed off all the time or sad about something. I'm trying to be in love. I'm trying to have a good time. I'm trying to really enjoy my life.
I like that.
Yeah,
as you should.
Yeah.
Let people know where they can find you, find your music.
Oh, right here. Yo, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, man, at Arin Ray Camp, ArinRayCamp. That is Arin Ray Camp, man. Follow me, Twitter, Instagram. I don't think I got shit else. I don't really use Snapchat, but yeah.
Arin, thank you for coming through. I'm gonna see you on tour.
Yes.
Platinum Fire. Cop it.